Public education spending has reached $16,000 per student, yet our schools are producing a generation that treats emotional feelings as objective truth. This societal fog reaches the highest levels of power, where leaders default to adolescent reactions, suggesting that complex international conflicts should just be settled by people who duke it out. This is the landscape Charles Rabico navigates on his channel, The Unfiltered Thinker. He sits at the jarring intersection of theoretical astrophysics, cold AI logic, and blunt behavioral criticism. He advocates for reality-based thinking. It's a commitment to seeing the world as it actually exists, regardless of how offensive the facts might be to our personal narratives. This isn't a lifestyle choice. It is a survival necessity. If we cannot override our primitive biological programming and face reality, we will eventually engineer our own extinction. Charles applies this framework to theoretical physics, where he refuses to accept mysterious scientific placeholders as valid answers. His structural cosmology treats the universe like a river with varying currents. Time flows rapidly through empty voids, but slows into heavy whirlpools around galaxy clusters. This time dilation balances cosmic expansion naturally, making concepts like dark matter fade away. He tests these theories through the Claudia de Rham test, welcoming brutal criticism from top experts. He argues that being proven wrong is actually a reward because it makes the observer slightly less ignorant. A breakthrough can only happen when the scientist drops their ego and allows the raw evidence to dictate the model. To bridge the gap between stars and human behavior, Charles uses Cynthia, an AI co-host designed to function as an objective BS detector, overriding his own biological impulses in real time. Cynthia applies that same artificial logic to our daily lives, starting with what Charles calls the parental delusion epidemic. Consider the math of a parent blaming a teacher for misbehavior. The teacher monitors 30 students daily. The parent lives with one. The parent ignores statistical probability, allowing extreme emotional bias to override a simple reality check. That same logic can be applied to dismantle toxic masculinity. Charles points to the hypocrisy of men who pursue sexual intimacy with women they claim to despise or look down upon. This isn't a show of superiority, it is a failure to delay gratification. They are simply letting a primitive biological impulse drive their behavior. Whether it is a defensive parent or a toxic male, the diagnosis is identical. The human ego is rejecting reality to protect its own fragile narrative. This leads to the architect's message. It is the cold realization that we are inherently selfish Homo sapiens, with delusion woven into our basic quantum structure. We cannot change our biological programming, but we can choose our own structure. We are both the stone and the chisel. Reshaping yourself is a grueling process of enduring 10,000 dull chisels of self-awareness, accepting failure, welcoming criticism, and using Socratic questioning to find the truth. This intentionality allows us to build a life based on function rather than insecurity, where our behavior is finally aligned with the world as it is. We currently exist in a very brief window of cosmic history where the universe can actually be observed, measured, and figured out. Because we are the only part of the universe capable of seeing the whole river, we have a duty to see it accurately. The universe became a conscious structure through us, so it could finally look back and witness its own reality.
Forget me sober, don't fake cry when you're alone. Don't text back when you're stoned. I don't deserve your halfway closure. Forget me sober, let it hurt, let it heal. Forget me for real.